Ninja, why are you in a 1x1 box again? Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure, trying to save the game, dude. Okay.
Trying to save the.
No, just doing. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Doing your due diligence.
Yep. The great news is like I'm talking with the guys at Epic, and they're all very, very aware how delicate all of this stuff is, and like they're not like their intentions. Like, yes, I mean I know a lot of people are freaking out about like their recent posts and how they're trying to change the meta and stuff like that. Like, they're all very well aware that building is Fortnite. Like, they all know that, so they're not like they're doing like just little small things to see if they can obviously stop that insane meta. But like if it doesn't work out, like they're well aware, they're not going to force it. And I'm just trying to, I'm just communicating how to like, in my opinion, and this is something that, I think that is just a good point to bring up to them, is that the issue with Fortnite and new players not being able to get wins by not knowing how to build, it's not that they don't, obviously they're not good at building, new players. The majority are terrible. But it's also that like there already are like ways to counter building that new players just don't know, right? Like like the C4, the minigun really can just shred through a player's building, and like you can kill them. Like how to appropriately use or effectively use a grenade launcher, like by not just like being up close and shooting at the players, but like actually making sure you're at that max distance so it blows up. We got a team. What?
How many times do you ask in H1 the same stuff though? Like,
oh no, it's
new players
trust me.
struggling.
Yeah, but like I feel like this is different. Like the amount of people in this game, like they do definitely have to. It's just the right way. It's just explaining, getting across to like new players how to counter without changing the core gameplay for everyone. And
Gotcha.
and they know. Like, so like I brought up, some stuff, which is like just getting the point across to those newer players, or like it's just learning. It's getting the message to the new player. No, but like getting the message to the new players, like, and teaching them, literally giving lessons essentially to the world. Because like, I mean, they've already done a great job. Like, they want to make sure that, the meta, not even the meta, really. Oh yeah, pretty much.
Launch pad if you want to go. Oh, one close on the street.
That the game is just always fresh and new. All right, and like it never turns into one way to win. And in my opinion, they've already done a great job where like it's already like that. Like the stink grenades and the LMG, like it's changed the meta so much for even good players. And to always keep the game fresh by adding new things, but not by changing building the core,
There we go, free ninja.
I literally have no idea where I am.
Oh,
Storm's coming.
For example, like I mean, perfect example is the C4 and this stink grenade. Right, like the C4 for even good players and bad players is a great way to counter building. The stink grenade, if some dude's just chilling, spamming that 1x1, spamming that wall when you're right in front of him and he's one shot, but you can't finish him, and you're a bad player and you're just spamming, like oh, you have a stink grenade. Like you found a grenade, now you just throw it at him and force him out. Like,
yep.
And like those are the ways of countering. That's how they need to add items, essentially noob friendly items, that a good player can dominate other good players, but a noob player can also still, if they're like intelligent enough, can like effectively use it on good players as well. It's just finding that perfect balance, and obviously a ranking system is a way to just completely fix that. But then, I mean, you do add, like, I mean, the thing about the ranking system and in my opinion, I feel like this is why they already haven't implemented it.
Behind me, coming in.
Is it really does alienate a lot of, oh my god.
He wants to move a bad. Shoot him down.
Ben, he's underneath you, just own him.
He's on the ground.
Like, it can alienate, you know, 95% of the population.
They like that anyone can play with anyone.
I agree, I know, and I love that, dude. Like, I actually get that. Like, I don't want a ranking system in this game. I really don't. Like, I feel like, you know, maybe like one competitive playlist, but like, I mean, I feel like with their solo showdowns and stuff like that, or a duo showdown, a squad showdown, I feel like that's a way of kind of giving people that juice, you know what I mean? Of giving the guys who crave ranking systems, like, add that playlist, you know, 2 times a month and let them go a week long each, right?
I think it's surprising that you say you don't want a ranking system too.
I don't. I
From,
really don't.
like dominating H1's ranking system.
For sure, right? No, but like, look at you know, not PUBG. Look at League of Legends. You know what I mean? Like, it becomes so toxic when people are like, I'm Diamond 1. I'm Bronze. I'm Bronze 1, dude. I'm almost at Silver, and you're trash. You're like, dude, like, I'd rather people compare and flex on wins than like have the entire community become toxic and like all these young kids just being like, you know, like, well, I'm mastered. It's like,
Yeah, but I am bronze, so maybe get good. Okay?
and who knows when, you know, when they add that ranking system now, all like the kids or even, you know, anyone who's just like, dude, I'm never gonna get out of bronze, or like, I'm so bad, like, I don't want to play anymore. Like, everyone's, you know, all my friends are going.
That's so true.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, that feeling that you're stuck in that negative elo would just, in my opinion, create such a toxic environment. So I personally think
from Overwatch, heard that a million times.
Right, dude. They need to. I personally think like no ranking system, and just keep doing these showdown limited time modes. And, you know, introduce squads and duos. For, you know, obviously, you know, the competitive fours, people who just get a hard on for scrims. And keep it the way it is. Continue to constantly, forever, change the meta by adding, like, slowly, by adding, you know, new items that can just mix it up. And they've been doing that, and they just need to keep doing that and not lose themselves. And that's what they're doing. Beautiful.
Oh, we won.
Oh no, that was the last guy.
I was so lost in the conversation.
Hey, it's a great day. That's how you know it's a good conversation, man.
Yeah. I love the way you put that.
I think that they're, like, when they very first introduced the solo showdown, like, dude, you knew, like, every single game. Like, I think out of maybe 200 games of both solo showdowns, I may have had 1 or 2 free wins where, like, I kind of just, you know, played passive like I normally do in those modes, and got matched up against, you know, the last guy was just a trash can in a bush, because, you know, the last 2 guys died to the storm, right? And, like, who were really, really, really good. So, you know, I mean, that's the way they implement the ranking system. That's the way people get their competitive games in. Yeah. Yeah. So listen to my words, Epic. You guys are just keep doing what you're doing. Don't limit me to 500 materials, please.
Oh gosh.
We decided to put a cap on materials at 50. Enjoy.
See, that, like, that's my fear of them putting a cap on the materials. If they cap it, let's say 500 across the board, like, you're just gonna have a potential situation, man, where a bad player is just spraying you, dude, and like, and you know, and you run out of materials, dude, and like, and then you die, and it's just like, dude, like, that would make a good player rage, because you're like, that's the skill god, that is. Like, I took the time to farm 999 wood. By golly, I want to use it. By golly.
Thinking?
I don't know, man. I'm feeling lucky would be nice, but